Like I said plenty of times before, we all got characters that we just straight up despise, like with the passion. Like those characters that just be being annoying just like for no reason, and it makes you just want to strangle them through the screen. There's like so many examples of this, but one of the most recent examples has to be the girl from the first episode of Gachi Yakuza. And yes, I said the girl from the first episode because I don't even want to address her as her name. That's how much I hate her. I don't know if some of y'all have watched Gachi Yakuza, which you should because it's Pete. But for those of you who didn't, basically there was this girl named, I'm pretty sure, Chia, and she was from the first episode of Gachi Yakuza. And basically Rudo, the main character, besides his father, she was the only person that was actually there for him. So you would think maybe she would have, you know, some little soft spot for him or something. And I should probably say spoiler warning. So spoiler warning, but nah, she ain't care at all. It was actually the very opposite. Long story short, Rudo ends up getting framed for a crime he did not commit, and his father ends up dying, and then they end up crucifying him like Jesus. And amidst all of this, she ends up believing what the masses say. So even after all they've been through and how much she knows him, she ended up deeming him as a crook just like everybody else. And what makes it even worse, prior to this, Rudo actually built up the courage to give her a gift right before this happened. And he had to sit there and watch her tear the gift into pieces while he was getting crucified. That's tough! Like, how could you be so gullible to just believe what the masses say so quick and think someone like Rudo would kill his father, knowing y'all two were like the only people who he had in his life? It literally makes you think she never even liked him in the first place. Like, what was the point? But as annoying as Chia was from Gachi Yakuza, she probably wasn't as annoying as the next person on the list. And that's Bonnie from One Piece. Now before you D1 Bonnie defenders start running to the comments, cause I see you, let me explain. I understand that Bonnie had a pretty sad backstory like her father and all, but my problem with Bonnie is like she was a walking projector. Like she would just project off of everybody. Now for those of you who don't know, Bonnie from One Piece, she had one goal and one goal only, and that was to kill Dr. Vegapunk. Now, Dr. Vegapunk is quote unquote the smartest person in the world in the One Piece verse. And the reason that Bonnie wanted to kill him so bad is because under her impression, he turned her father into a robot. Now, I understand her hate for the dude, but the problem is she just didn't even want to hear him out. She just wanted to kill him at every opportunity with no talking. Now, obviously, there's more to the story. You just gotta go watch the show. But long story short, the same people who were constantly risking their lives to protect her literally were trying to convince her and get her to calm down, but she didn't want to listen to nobody. And the thing is, without them, she would be dead. And every time she came on screen, you just knew it was about to be a hard time. She was about to be screaming, yelling at people, just being an annoyance, making the plot drag out even longer. And y'all know One Piece got slow pacing. And what makes it even more annoying is she knew Vegapunk really wasn't a bad guy, so her coming up with that just didn't make any sense to me. He even told her that he made a promise with her father that he just couldn't tell her, and even after that she still wanted to kill the guy. This makes no sense to me, because if she would have succeeded in killing him, she would have never got the answers. And it's crazy because even Luffy, like the dumbest person in One Piece, realized that Vegapunk isn't a bad person, but she just couldn't wrap her head around it. Every time she came on screen, she just made for some of the most frustrating and annoying moments ever. But speaking of frustrating, let me introduce y'all to one of the most frustrating main characters of all time, and that's Subaru from ReZero. Now to catch y'all up to speed, Subaru is like this weird character who got transported from Earth to this like weird fantasy era. And I'm not gonna lie, the first 3 episodes he was low-key cool. He has this weird ability where every time he dies, he can return by death and like come back to the last checkpoint. So long story short, he basically has to like, you know, every time he dies, he has to figure out what went wrong and how to fix it. Even if that resulted in him, you know, having to have like hand-to-hand combat. At least that's what it was like for the first 3 episodes. I swear, after the first 3 episodes, he completely forgot how to like use his brain and how to fight or something. Like literally, Subaru became so miserable to just watch him grow after like the first 3 episodes because he would just cry all the time. Now, it's not as bad as Takamichi, but oh my god, is he insufferable sometimes. Mind you, I'm only on season 2, so I can't speak too much, but he kind of suffers from the same character syndrome where it's like he just doesn't want to just train to get stronger. He'll do everything but actually train. And that's what makes him so annoying, just like Takamichi, is that he'll cry and complain, and he'll literally admit to being weak, but he won't train to get stronger at all. Now, I'm well aware that some things do be out of Subaru's control, but if I had an ability like Return by Death, I would literally become the best version of myself. Now, don't get me wrong, I gotta give credit where it's due. Subaru definitely has his highs and lows. It's just that majority of the time, he's so insufferable. But hey, I could go all day about these characters and what I hate about them, but at this point, I'm just yapping. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and comment down below if you agree or disagree, or comment down below some characters that y'all hate. And with that being said, I'll see y'all boys and girls in the next one.